So not only does this chapter finish out Kaiser's backstory, but we get a new volume cover, double color spread, and a crazy title for the next chapter. What's going on everyone? My name's Animasu, and I'll be covering the weekly Blue Lock spoilers for you guys as usual. Today we'll be taking a look at the 243rd chapter, being titled The Magician in the Blue Rose Part 2. If you enjoy the content I push out and would like to support me, please be sure and check that you've subscribed to the channel, comments on my videos, and even join the community Discord if that interests you. I hope you all have an amazing day, and please enjoy the video. So firstly, like I said, the volume chapter 27 cover has been revealed thanks to Ryuga, and it looks badass. With Sendo actually getting the spotlight once more, I just cannot wait to get my hands on the physical copy. The chapter also starts off with a 2-page color spread, depicting itoshi Rin in a half-angelic, half-demonic type world. The text here says, "Bet on it, number 1. The Destroyer has awoken." Although that all might be super cool, let's jump right into today's spoilers. The intro text here says, "With a new world being presented by Kaiser, a new life for Ness has also begun here." It picks up directly where the last chapter left off, with Ness on the ground and Kaiser just asking the same question. Does Ness believe in the impossible? As Ness just stares up in utter confusion and shock, Kaiser goes on to say that right now in this moment, Ness must be thinking that he cannot possibly win. He believes that to be nothing more than a curse, as he calls Ness a fucking wimp for even playing along with that mentality. According to him, humans are rigged to give up the moment you believe any task is impossible, almost like some kind of reflex or survival instinct that prevents you from getting a heartache. Kaiser, however, believes that feeding into this mentality is the act of those who are weak, people who kill their potential with the curse of what's impossible. He says that although the enemy team may be technically good from an evaluation standpoint, he saw something different in Ness just then. His dribbling, the timing of his passes, it all came from his imagination, from a level above. Kaiser believes that Ness simply just didn't have a partner to help him execute these visions, so as he reaches out his hand to him, Kaiser tells him that together, they'll wish will become anything but impossible. Stand up. Let's do this, you fucking wimp. With Ness obviously accepting this offer and the game then resuming, we also get some insight into his inner monologue as he plays. He wants more than anything to believe in Kaiser, as he would rather give him every drop of his magic and imagination than to end up without it. Ness then finds a pass to Kaiser eventually, however he looks to be very crowded by defenders. This excites Ness because it showed him that the range of his play has now widened with the addition of Kaiser. However, he doesn't believe his partner can shoot under those muddy conditions. We all know who this badass is, however, so obviously Kaiser still goes on to shoot for the goal. Even with Kaiser knowing that it was a narrow squeeze, he still managed to pierce the net. From that point on, the two just went on to dominate together throughout this match, winning the game 3-2. With Ness just standing there in utter shock from his first viewing of the Kaiser impact, his partner simply tells him, "Let's go on to the next one." They obviously both make it onto the Bastra Munich from their tryout performance, as the two had formed this partnership by crushing the impossible. From there, the chapter then flashes to a couple different scenes of Kaiser and Ness living out their lives as partners. Firstly, a scene is shown of them dining in the cafeteria, as Ness seems surprised by Kaiser not wanting to drink his milk. Kaiser goes on to say that he apparently has a psychological aversion to consuming white drinks, and I don't even know what could have caused this for bro. Anyways, it then flashes to the field at a practice session with their coach nagging at them for being late. Kaiser tries to blame it on Ness by calling him an oversleeper, but as we see Kaiser being the one with frizzy hair, it seems like he was actually the one who just woke up. Ness just took the fall for him willingly, already partaking in these simp-like activities this early on in their relationship. They're even shown to be fighting one another in the training room showers, but there's really not much to talk about there obviously. Finally, the scene then cuts to Ness giving Kaiser a haircut, as another conversation once again takes place. Kaiser goes on to admit to Ness that he originally was nothing but a weak-hearted person. He lived his entire life losing to things that should be impossible, so he got his blue rose tattoo as a reminder to never go back. That blue rose means impossible and non-existent in the language of flowers. It's a symbol of rebellion against God, as the blue rose's color is artificially created and impossible in nature. Kaiser, however, wants the impossible to exist even within nature and thrive within this world. Is seen a lot throughout this chapter during their back and forths. Ness doesn't really say much back here. He kind of just nods his head while listening to Kaiser's every word, because he truly is just happy to have someone opening up to him. Kaiser goes on to say that he simply wants to win the World Cup and the Champions League, plunging every other player in the world into despair. Ness laughs while joking that his goals fit his personality perfectly, as he then finishes up Kaiser's haircut. Ness then asks if the haircut is alright, with Kaiser just shrugging and saying that whatever will work. He wanted it cut because of long hair being annoying. I feel that. However, what's more important to him is that it was dyed properly. Ness says that it was while calling it a beautiful blue because this color now represents an important notion in his mind. The impossible is possible, only if you believe it is. As the chapter then cuts back to the present, however, within the Blue Lock dormitory, Ness has found Kaiser in a quite insane state. He's literally on the floor gripping his own throat, basically choking himself out. He's also coughing up what looks like to be blood or saliva, and it's a really worrying sight to Ness. Kaiser, however, finally goes on to speak, telling Ness that he's finally found it. In order to bring Isagi to the brink of despair, he's found a new weapon to turn around their situation. With this being the end of their backstory in today's chapter, the outro text says, "This despair will devour everything." To crush his nemesis Isagi, the Emperor Kaiser has signaled a counterattack that is now underway. Now that's not even it, guys, because the author is really serving us up a 5-star Blue Lock meal today. Next chapter's title actually happens to be PXG, however I'm not sure if this indicates the start of the match or whatever else. Do you guys think that we're really going to jump right into it, or is it more likely that we see some of Isagi's training in between? It could just be referring to their match results against FC Barca, or you might even get another POV change over to Itoshi Rin. I'm pretty sure that we should be having a 2 to 3 week break due to the Christmas time as well, so that could also interfere with the match starting up or not. I mean, it's not unlikely that the match starts in January of the new year, with it possibly lasting all the way to next Christmas. How many chapters do you guys think that they could possibly write for this crazy new Egoist League finale match? Should it be an absolute U20 stretcher, or will it actually turn out to be shorter like the FC Barca match? No matter the case, if you guys enjoy Blue Lock and would like to stay up to date with the series, you already know that I'm your guy. Please make sure and check that you're subscribed to the channel, commenting on my videos, and even join the community Discord if you'd like to support me. Nitro Boosters and YouTube channel members actually get exclusive sneak peeks into my future videos, so I just figured I'd let you guys know that. I hope you all continue to have an amazing day, and I'll see you all next time.